Yellow Collective, you're a new collective that I'm channeling for. You work with Lilith or the moon or the mother goddess. You have a vengeful streak in your soul. I don't mean this disrespectfully. I mean that if something needs to be executed, you do it. Take that how you will, right? If something needs to be taken care of, you get it done. You are focused on success. You are fixated on becoming. You are beautiful in your transformation. These are all phrases that are coming through about you. I'm hearing recently you decided to dump a lot of trash out of your life. You decided to forego the formalities, forego the niceties, and I see you really leaning into Mother Lilith to help you with this process because you need some spine with this, some backbone. And I'm getting a lot of chills and shivers up my body, especially my spine, my shoulders down to my arms. It's like a woof sort of feeling, right? Um, I am I'm also yawning because honestly it's 1:05 in the morning and I just haven't been able to sleep. And I was feeling like I couldn't meditate, feeling like I couldn't sleep. Then I remembered the new moon's coming up, and I don't know about you, collective. Actually, I do know you're connected to the moon too. So when the moon starts approaching, either new or full moon, I can't sleep. It's really tough for me to sleep, and my mind can be racing. I just feel all the energy pulsing and pulsating around. So you may also find your sleep schedules affected when the new moon's in town or the full moon's in town or eclipse season. You're just really interested. That's interesting. I didn't mean to say interested. You're really affected by the energies, but I'm getting you're also interested in them. So there is this resonance with your core frequency to disruptions, to things taking precedence over other things, to what other phrases are coming through? Devaluing things, take that how you will. Um Pressuring things, amortizing things, negotiating things. These are all phrases associated with this collective in some way, shape, or form. There's a tremendous suffering you've been through, I'm getting, and Mother Lilith is stepping in now to deal with this because this is something you've been trying to deal with on your own for a while now. And you may have been feeling blocked on getting guidance. I'm seeing 234 on my timer. Um, as a confirmation there. You may have been feeling blocked on your guidance, trying to set your initiative, trying to set your goals, but nothing's really working, nothing's clicking. Maybe your energy's been drained and you don't know how, you don't know where or why. You're not getting any signs, you're not getting any confirmations about this. Mother Lilith is about to come in and freaking clean house. She is not pleased with what's been happening here. She's very angry and very vengeful goddess energy. Very angry, very irritated because she feels like you were deceived. She feels like you were sold a lie about something and she is going to make it right. You may be someone who hasn't worked with her a lot before. You may be unfamiliar with her energy. Um, or you may view it as adversarial, but she is immensely protective of her children. And I'm getting full body chills on that. So you're going to find that you're very protected by Mother Lilith on this next stage of your journey. This goddess is so powerful. And I call her a goddess because some people call her a deity or demon or infernal or whatever. But like the capacity that I work with her in is as a goddess. If you've heard of Inanna or Ishtar, there's so many different female deities, different goddesses through the ages that have been likened to Lilith or associated with her. So I think of her more as a goddess, but anyway, to each their own. She's certainly got different aspects. Like Kali has a lot of aspects, right? You know, she's got her more benevolent ones, she's got her more terrifying ones and scary ones. But yeah, like Mother Lilith is just going to step in here and clean house. I get that you haven't really reached out to her a lot before this, probably, that I feel like you've been trying to solve this on your own because it feels like this task that's been given to you by spirit. And now that you've reached a decision on this task, you are going to clean house with something. You are going to change the course of your life forever. You've been in this holding period, in this waiting period. And this period was really important because you were absorbing something from this. You were learning something from this. You were alchemizing something from this. You were taking advantage of a situation from this. You were, like, rightfully so, you were earning your blessings from the situation. But now I'm hearing that karma is coming in to clean up house. Karma is coming in to sweep up, to sweep under the rug, to sweep out, just to really clean your house. If you've been decluttering, Like, this is trash that's going out with your trash. I'm getting that. Like, someone who did you wrong, someone who did you dirty is definitely going to pay for it. And I don't focus on vengeful messages. So this is really goddess mother Lilith energy that's coming through here. For you, Yellow Collective, you're so fixated on success. You're so focused on it, and you're not consumed by it, but you're focused on it, and you're going to be rewarded for that because you should be successful. um you should have this golden halo of accomplishment around you, and I feel like you've just been getting setback after setback after setback, and you're so freaking tired of it, and you're so freaking tired of being tired. You're tired of being looked down on, being talked down to, being negotiated with, being patronized, being looked at as lesser than or childlike or villainous or whatever. Like, Lilith is emphasizing here that you have been cast into, and I saw 555 there. You've been cast into so many different roles that you are not. You are not those roles. And yet people find it so much easier to deal with you when you are those roles. So you get put in them. They put you in them, and they expect you to stay in them and abide by them. People really don't like when you take back your power and you start changing up your game. You start switching the roles because they liked you in your role collective. They thought they could keep you. They had you where they wanted you. They thought they could belittle you, talk down to you. Like, I'm hearing incriminate you. Like, they want to make you seem like a villain because you're dealing with someone who's quite frankly a narcissist. You're dealing with someone here that is like a negative entity personified almost. I'm getting. It's like an op. Um this person's undercover. Like, this person is sent as a destroyer into people's lives. I'm literally getting. Yeah, so it's this really dark and devious energy. You may not have seen this side of the person before now, but I promise you it's there. This may be a person who is working on changing their ways, but genuinely speaking, they are 100% a hard ass so much of the time. They are just difficult to deal with. People don't like being around them. This person feels really full of themselves, but they don't even like being around themselves. So they will often find themselves in the company of other people. They will talk a big spiritual game. They are not spiritual people. I don't know how else to put this, but they're not where they think they are. They use spirituality as a means of control. I'm getting that's like what they're interested in it for, and you use it as a tool for expansion. Collective, like, you're so different than this person, than these people. You want to use it as a tool to help people. This person like wants to use it as a tool to get rich, to take things from others, to extort things, to exert power. This person like has a god complex, and when I say they have a god complex, I say this knowing like we are all gods, we are all deities. This person has a god complex because they are not a god yet. They haven't fully tapped into their creator energy, into their creative potential. They've went down a darker route where they thought they could transmute pain and fear and suffering into power. This is a person that, trigger warning, might like to put women in their place. Like, if this is a masculine in your life that's being affected by this darker energy, that's like this sort of demonic in a negative way, negative entity sort of way. Um, yeah, he likes to put people in their place. He doesn't like when people talk like they're better than him. He likes to overpower others. And when people aren't impressed by his facade, he gets incredibly, incredibly angry. I'm feeling a veil lifting for you guys as I'm channeling into this energy because it's a very deceitful energy. This is an energy that presents itself a certain way and then turns the tables and twists it on you. It may present friendly and accommodating and generous and kind in one moment, and then as the mask begins to fall away, you begin to reveal this person's nature back at them, and they don't champion you. Collective, I'm getting this as a person that does not celebrate your wins, does not celebrate your successes. Like, you want this person to cheerlead for you and they just aren't. You provide them opportunities to do so because you want to see, is this person really for me, is this really in my favor? This person doesn't do it. Collective, I'm seeing that they praise you for the traits they want within themselves, that they desire you to have. But like, if you do better in business than them, sorry, my throat chakra is closing up like crazy. I feel like this person doesn't want you to get this message. Um, it's like this spying on you energy too. This person's really resentful and bitter. But yeah, if you do better than this person in business, if you are more accomplished in life than they are, I'm sorry, I've got to stand up while I channel this. I just got all this energy from here. This person doesn't like that. This person resents the heck out of you. This person resents what you represent. You represent light and truth and hope and goodfulness and faith. You represent all these positive qualities, collective. And I'm not saying you're a perfect person, but you are certainly a vessel for the divine. You are a carrier for divine intervention and for beauty, wonderfulness, and great things. And this person wants to like eat all that up. This person wants that in their life, but they don't want to pay the toll. Okay. And I'm really feeling Lilith energy right now because I'm sitting in this position I've never sat in on my bed before. And also I don't normally channel from my bed. Um, so maybe you're in your bed right now or you just need comfort right now. I don't know, but that feels significant. But so the position I'm sitting in is I was sitting up, but then after I was walking down around a bit and like closed my window because I just felt like energy peeking at me, energy trying to figure out what I'm doing, where I'm at, like that sort of vibe. Um and my cat Lucifer just came over. That's funny. But anyway, so I sat on my bed and I was sitting, on my feet, on my legs or whatever. And then I just leaned back into this big fluffy body pillow that I have. And I'm just holding the mic, casually talking into it. And I'm painting this scene for you, and sort of gesturing with my hands as I do it because I feel you need the confidence that this energy inspires in you. So like Lilith inspires so much confidence in the energy. Um, yeah, if this is a feminine, it's going to also be a pretty devious energy that it's manifesting as. It's going to be something that is Lucifer is literally trying to rip my comforter. I don't know what's going on here, but he's pretty sensitive to energy stuff, so I'm just going to pet him. Why are you biting, buddy? Why are you biting? Um yeah, I think he feels whatever this gross weird energy is. Collective. So, maybe take a shower, salt bath, cleanse, cord cutting, the huge when we try and clean up situations like this. But um, excuse me, confirmation burp. I haven't burped in a while too. So that's very significant. This person doesn't want you leaving their life, collective. This person's very clingy. This person's very obsessive. This person is very fixated on you and your energy. This person may want to be around you. They may not want to let you go. You may have found yourself trying to distance from this person recently. Um, Also, you should check in with one of your guides because I just saw some special numbers I associate with a particular guide. You should probably check in with the closest guide that you have, after this channeling, or even pause it now, whatever you feel is right. Um, but yeah, I feel like this person just wants so much of you. They want so much more of you, um, than you're willing to provide, nor than you should provide. I feel like you've been trying to establish space between you and this person's not letting you go. Remember that energy can resonate for men or women. Like women can be in their feminine or they can be in their masculine energy. Men can be in their feminine or masculine energy. So I read for not the gender of the person, but the type of the energy. Masculine pursues more, masculine chases more, feminine is receiving more. So again, it's not really tied to gender. It's just more of how that energy is acting in accordance with you. So yeah, it feels like you're leaning back and they're leaning in, and they're just really unhappy with you, collective, because it feels like you're taking away their happiness. Again, this could be a masculine or feminine. Take it how it resonates, man or woman or other, but if the energy feels masculine because it feels aggressive, it feels forceful, it feels like it doesn't care what you want, it cares what it wants. And as you try and create boundaries, collective, I see them lockstep matching you in this, and they are displeased and angry with it, and they think like you're selfish, you're unmotivated, you're like they're I feel like you switched up your game, collective, and you started acting differently, and that's got this person all in a tizzy. It's got them all in their head. They're so annoyed because they're like, what the hell? Like everything was working, everything was fine. Why is everything not fine now? Like I'm angry. Um yeah, this person really doesn't like it. So um salt baths are going to be good and important for you, or salt showers, crystals, cleanse yourself. um you don't need to protect yourself because honestly, like Mother Lilith is here, she's so protective. Like you literally do not need to worry about protecting yourself, because part of the reason this happens, collective, I have this feeling of like sitting you down and giving you a birds and the bees talk, but what you need to know about your energy, collective, is it triggers people, it awakens people. You're probably resonating also with several other collectives that I have here. um, but it triggers and awakens people, and you're an opportunity for people to show how much they've grown or show how much they've regressed. I hear you often appear in people's lives to give them a second chance. Um, you give them an opportunity that the world is no longer willing to give them. It takes like an angel, like an earth angel like you to come along, give them this opportunity. I'm getting mad as I'm channeling this too. So I think that's Lilith's energy. Um, some people take for granted your energy, and it's the last time that they do, right? Because you're at a point in your life, collective, where you will cut people out when they start acting toxic, and you give them a choice to level up or not. And I feel like you've been through this ringer so many times, collective. You're really irritated about this. You're like, why does this keep happening? Like, why am I triggering to these people, or why are they exploding around me? Why are they acting chaotic, unpredictable, and crazy, quite frankly? Which is not a word I like to use generally, but that's the word that's coming through. And collective, it's just because you trigger them. It's because you trigger the unhealed parts of them and the wounds in them that they are not even ready to face yet themselves. And so when you do this, collective, it's a problem. These people don't even know how to deal with this side of themselves, okay? And then all of a sudden, you're here and you're bringing it out of them. They find themselves dependent on your energy. Even I would say other people's energies, but they're actually really selective about the energy they take in. They like to eat a certain kind of energy, is what I'm hearing. So they target people specifically to fill this need within them to eat, to starve and to eat. So like they starve you, they eat themselves, right? Not they eat their own body, but they are eating while you are starving in a way. Um, I'm hearing even if this person gave you stuff, it wasn't like enough stuff. Like this person constantly tried to hype themselves up and see how good they're doing, say their accomplishments and say all these things about themselves. But like collective, you're seeing their acts and their works, and it's showing you that they're not all there. It's showing you that like quite frankly, I'm hearing if you're so successful, why don't you shut up talking about it and why don't you start proving it? Because I think collective, you're seeing these people's lives, they're not as successful as they talk themselves up to be, and it's sort of bothering you. It's sort of rubbing you the wrong way because you're thinking, I'm successful. I'm collective and I like to be successful and I don't rub it in other people's faces, and I also don't hype myself up constantly like, look at me, I'm so successful. Because I think collective, while you do clap yourself sometimes and applaud yourself and give yourself a break, give yourself a toy, a treat, a retreat, whatever, um you don't do it nearly as much as you should or could. And Mother Lilith would like super enjoy if you did celebrate yourself more. She wants you to start celebrating yourself more, and the reason is because it's going to cause other people to celebrate you more. When people start seeing, and I'm doing this lean back position again, it just feels so cocky. When people start seeing what a luxury item you are, collective, when they start experiencing how special your energy truly is, they are going to be humbled into the ground. And this is going to piss them off because they don't like being humbled, collective. The people that want to put you down, that want to crunch you down, walk all over you, stomp on you, they don't like being humbled. But that's too bad because if I'm hearing a phrase from Lilith it rhymes. We'll say talk blank, get hit, and it rhymes. So you can fill that in. But yeah, talk, get hit. We'll say talk smack, get hit, but yeah. So she's just like shaking her head right now. She's saying, some people are so stupid. They think that they can get everything they want by being an asshole. But being an asshole doesn't guarantee you success. Being an asshole just guarantees you to be the source of ridicule. When people wake up around you and realize and recognize that you're a fool, they will stomp all over you in return. They won't look back as they trod gleefully into the sunset because they'll say, look at me, I got away from a crazy person. Yeah, collective, that's the person you're dealing with. You are riding off into the sunset. You aren't even afraid anymore of what this person's going to do to you because you're so angry, collective, of what this person has put you through, what this person has said to you, done to you, thought about you, spoken about you. You know, collective, because it echoes in your mind. Even if they don't say it to your face, you can feel it in their energy. You are so tapped in, you can feel when other people distort you through their vision. I'm getting here, collective, that you're tired of being walked all over. You're tired of the lessons. You're done with this karmic loop of being other people's lessons. You're ready to step into the next phase of your journey. And in this next phase, collective, things are going to move quite quickly. You're going to be able to recognize people's energies so much faster than you did in the past. The purpose of this collective was to teach you to wake up, to teach you to take responsibility for your actions, for your choices. And then you did. And you don't always have to source us, collective, for your decision making. You can always make your decisions on your own. You can always extract what you will from the situation and step back when it's no longer required that you be there. You have been a level up. You have been a drug up, I'm hearing, for so many people, because your energy is like a drug, collective. It's addictive and it's beautiful. It's sultry. It's sexy. It's amazing. It's superfluous. It's wonderful. So many people take one draught of your energy and they can't realize that it's not coming from themselves. They're so intoxicated by it, so consumed by it, so surrounded by it, they think it's themselves. But collective, they're in for a rude awakening when they realize they've been stomping all over your little heart. They've been stomping all over your little game. And when people stomp on your game, collective, I don't like that. I will stomp right back, and I'm wearing high-heeled boots. I will stomp them right into the ground. I don't care who it is, who they come from, whether they have money. I don't care what they like, if they're into sports, if they're into games, if they're into billiard ball. I don't care what it is they like, collective. I'm going to stomp all over them, because what are they going to do to me? Nothing. But what am I going to do to them? Everything. Okay, so wow, that was super intense. I don't normally channel Lilith that intensely, but yeah, she just super took over there. And collective, this person has vengeful spirits coming for them, not because you said that there should be necessarily, but like because you work with spirits that are vengeful, I'm hearing, and the rules of karma apply differently to them because you work with these spirits in good faith. You don't actually, I'm getting, you don't often use these spirits to hex others or curse others. I don't know if there's witches here or warlocks, wizards, whatever. You're not people who generally seek out I'm hearing you don't seek out acceptance from others, so it doesn't bother you when you're not accepted as much. But also, like, you don't seek to harm others unless they harm you. And then if absolutely needed, you will defend yourself, but you're not generally looking to cause problems. But like I am laughing here. Oh my god, Hecate, she will cause problems. Lilith, gonna cause problems. Aphrodite, you better believe she is a war goddess in addition to being a love goddess. So she, and I saw 2211 on my timer, she is going to F the situation up beyond all compare, because if you mess with a love goddess, let alone love goddess like devotee, you're going to be in for a bad time, a very bad time. She has dominion over all the things in life that make people happy. Okay. That's like, we're talking that level of serious. Like your guides are so angry for you right now. Your deities are so mad for you right now. And I just hear they're going to clean house in this tremendously incredible way. I feel, collective, this is crazy. And I'm seeing 2244 on my timer as I say this, so I know it's not crazy, but it feels that way. You're accruing, like, okay, what I hear is happening, bear with me. You're accruing bad karma in exchange for good karma. You're suffering something unfair right now because the universe is then obligated to pay you back 10 times over. For some of you, it's 100 times over. You're being paid back in full and then some with interest because of this happening to you. So it's like this really weird game. I'm getting your guides sometimes play this gambling game with the universe where they put you in situations that are effed up beyond all belief, but then you come out of it shining and they pull you through the fire, right? And after you go through that, you get a reward. You level up, collective. I'm hearing like you are put in physical agony sometimes by some of these situations and some of these things, but the divine has always got your back. So as long as you can stick with it, you get out so much more than what you lost going into that, so much more than was taken from you. People can take your ideas, collective. They can take your spark, your divine inspiration. They can try and mimic these things, but they can't ever truly possess it from you. They can try and wear it like an outfit, but it doesn't belong to them. And it falls off in time. It slides off. I'm seeing an outfit that doesn't fit a toddler. Your energy is an adult energy. And the energy of some people you're dealing with is like a toddler energy. Okay. Um, they may not even be toddlers, but it's just they embody this very immature energy. Like Lilith is laughing like crazy right now. I'm really trying not to channel her, but she's so amused because she says, all right, I guess I'll channel her again. She says, Collective, people should be very afraid of when they mess with you. When they mess with you, they're messing with the divine. I invite their countenance to gaze upon me. I invite their scorn, their vicar, their ichor, their anger, their ire. I welcome it all because you know what I do, Collective? I eat it up. I eat that for breakfast. Tell me, who's the mother of demons? Who is the mother of dragons? These are the powerful divine feminine forces in your life that reckon beyond all reconciliation to defy gravity, to defy expectations, and put men in their place, put this masculine energy in their place, whether it is a woman or man or other that embodies it. This masculine energy of arrogance, of insolence, of absolute batshit insanity needs to end. I'm so tired of seeing it, Collective. I'm so tired of seeing it cross your path. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it at all. But it's like I bumped your flight to another flight and gave you a money ticket voucher for the first flight. But I knowingly bumped you, Collective, onto a flight that was also already full. And then guess what, Collective? You get bumped again, but you get another voucher. We're playing the voucher game with the universe, Collective, where I put you in situations that are effed up beyond all belief. But then I save you from them, Collective, and then we get good karma in return because we became someone's lesson. We dealt with someone the universe wanted to deal with, and the universe offered them a chance, Collective. The universe always offers chances. And this person decided, no, I'm not going to take the chance. I'm above this. I'm better than this. I'm beyond this. Who am I to need a chance? Collective should be grateful to be with me. Collective should be grateful to know me, to be friends with me, to be in connection with me. I'm a beautiful soul. I'm a beautiful spirit. I am devoted. I am this. I am that. I am this. I am that. That's what this energy says, Collective. It's incredibly vain and conceited. Everything is so transactional with this energy. Anything they have done for you, they've done it with the expectation you will do something in return for them. It's gross and disgusting and beyond despicable, Collective, because you are a pure soul that does things with pure intentions. You don't expect your good thing to be returned even by the same person. You often do things, Collective, knowing that in time the universe will repay what it feels is right. But you don't worry about your kindness and generosity going out into the universe, Collective. You know it all comes back to you tenfold, 100-fold, 1,000-fold, sometimes even. So you don't sweat it, Collective. But this person, this person sweats every small little detail. You may even notice, Collective, that this person gets sweaty. Have you ever seen the sweat drip from this person, Collective? Hyperhidrosis may even be relevant for some of you. This person is so goddamn sweaty. They can't keep their thoughts inside their head. They can't keep their motivations to themselves. I see through it all. I see through the veil and I pierce through with a brilliant understanding. I see through this facade of a person, Collective, this snarky, arrogant attitude. I use him, Collective. I use this masculine energy for your joy, your amusement, your advancement. When he is dried up as a husk, we'll cast him aside because you're not meant to be with such an energy, Collective, not to have as a friend, nor connection, nor a warlock, nor any other kind of spiritual mentor. Because, Collective, this person sought to teach you, but you are the ultimate teacher, Collective. You turn the world on its head. You spin it around and make it disco dance for you. Because, Collective, you don't give an F what the rules say. You don't care what prophet says. You don't care, literally. And I say profit as in money, profit as in oracle too. You don't care what this energy does, Collective. You are beyond reckoning, beyond reasoning. I'm here with you, Collective, to affirm you, your divine birthright. You are oracles, seers, prophetesses, warlocks, witches. You are powerful men and women and other in this collective, in my collective here. And I watch over you, whether you know it or not. You often don't need my advice. You often don't need my wisdom. I'm proud of you, Collective. You are bold and passionate. You dive forth and you deal with your issues on your own. When you seek guidance and we give you the answer, you accept it, Collective, as best you are able to. You stumble along, even in darkness, even in unknowing. You say, I know this is for my path. I know this is for my benefit. I know this is for my spiritual advancement. I will trust that the results of this, no matter my work ethic, no matter how hard I work, how lazy I feel, how tired I am, no matter any of these extenuating surfaces and circumstances, you know your heart is truly in it. Your soul is aligned with this path. You will do the best at every opportunity, never giving 110%, only ever giving maybe 75%, because you should never give 100% of yourself in every circumstance, collective. You will exhaust yourself this way. Do not do this. But you give yourself, collective, again and again, trusting and knowing in faith that we will guide you. We will collect you when the time is right. Now is a time of great power for you, collective. We have set up and teed up a circumstance to coincide with the new moon, to coincide with eclipse season. All the energies chaotically swirling, the Schumann resonance rocketing off the chart, spiraling into black. Collective, you stand at the powerful forefront of an integration of energy you have never known in your system before now. Now it is integrating into you, collective. Now you are unblocking your throat chakra, your heart chakra, your sacral chakra, so many chakras within you that were blocked before now. It was not by your intention, but it was by our design. You had to be kept safe and sacred, collective, from these dark and ambiguous energies that would seek to drain you of your financial resources, from your emotional support and resources, from your divine intervention, because collective, you interfere on behalf of others all the time for the divine. You beg the divine to forgive certain people. Things are forgiven. Unpardonable sins are not mentioned again. Unpardonable acts are never questioned again. You have the power to sway the divine, collective, if you see the pure heart of a soul and you choose to give them a chance. Then we will test them, collective, because you may give them a pardon, but we are obligated to fulfill the expectations of the Lord, the Almighty, the overseer of this great universe that we are in. And on his behalf, we will selectively choose trials and tribulations to afflict this person with. If they return the kindness and compassion, we'll consider them absolved of this sin, of this selfishness, of this greed and this evil. If, however, they choose to remain unaffected, unchanged, unflinching, and unmovable in their ways, we will cast them down into the very pits of hell. And I assure you, divine collective, hell exists on this very earth. Hell is walked in every day by millions of people on this earth because they choose to live there. They would rather live in quote unquote sin, in misery, in debauchery, in chaos, in ecstasy of dying and death over and over again, with no hope of rebirth, with no hope of all being well. They do it over and over again, collective, because they've given up. They've cashed in their chips and given up. And now they're in hell on earth and they walk in it every day. So now, these people who wronged you, collective, we gave them a choice. We gave them an opportunity to level up. We gave them umpteen chances. Collective, we have seen every single opportunity you have been met with, that they have been given. Every time you turn the other cheek, collective, and you have felt the rage, the divine feminine fury building within you. Hecate and I stand here to tell you, you are not wrong. You were right, collective. You were being tested too. Your infinite patience was put to the ultimate test, the ultimate deceit, the ultimate betrayal. You were put into these places, collective, because you were so strong. You were so compassionate. No other person is capable of saving a person like this that you were dealing with here on this earth. You were put in a lie, collective, intentionally. Every avenue told you this was the right path. Everything that you checked told you it was wrong, but it was right. Everything gave you a conflicting sense of information where it verified it, but then you were left with this guilt or this shame or this questioning. Everything told you it was wrong, but everything told you it was right. Does that make sense, collective? Your intuition may have said wrong, but your guides told you right. But the tarot told you right. But other people told you right. You were told just write it out. Just take what you can from the situation because you're owed so much, collective. But now is the point where you can't take any more from this. And you can't take it anymore. You have already done so much, collective. You've performed above and beyond our expectations. We're so proud of you. We are so pleased with you. You have done so fucking fantastically amazing. We love you, collective, and you've done amazing. Now, you can let us take care of the rest of it from here because I'm getting that some of you have been worried about the situation. You've been dreading this day and night. It crosses your mind and you're worried, you're anxious, and you don't know what to do, collective, because you've never been in this position before, okay? You've never been in this position of divine intervention. You've never been in this position of knowing better than another person who seems so spiritually inclined because you think, well, if they're connected to source, then aren't they right? The answer is no, collective, because they're connected to source at their capacity of understanding, and their ego is still overriding their intuition's ability to receive insights, okay? So other people can be connected to source. And yet at the same time, source is not the same resource for them as it is for you. Your vibrational frequency grants you access to a higher dimensional space of being than these people can even dream of being. And these people talk about being there, but they are not there, collective. You may hear of them having certain spiritual gifts, spiritual insights, spiritual talents, spiritual performances, and they may flaunt these things in your face as if to say, look how spiritually advanced I am. I'm part of this community. I'm part of this cult. I'm part of this group. I'm part of this sect. I'm part of this deity. I work with this energy and I worship this thing. And collective, I'm hearing they rubbed it in your face. And I have seen them rub it in your face too. And these people will pay for what they have done. The arrogance with which they have strut about in the very face of the divine, professing to teach a teacher, profiting from the labor of a prophet, because you are the prophet. They are the prophets. I'm rubbing my fingers together, my hands together, because they are now a source of money for you, collective. We're going to transmute this disgusting, despicable, disgusting energy into something profitable for you. You don't even know how good it's going to get for you, collective, because that's fine. It's not meant for you to know in this moment. But I know how good things are going to get. I'm so fucking fantastically happy for you. I've been waiting to sink my claws into this situation. I've been waiting for so long. For so long, I've denied myself jumping on this situation because I knew you were waiting. Your higher self was waiting. Your spirit team waiting. Everyone is waiting, collective, for the dominoes to finally fall. Everyone is waiting, collective, for them to respond to your engagement with them, to your adjusted tactics. Well, I see they couldn't respect your boundaries. I see they couldn't respect your position. I see them not championing your causes, collective. When have they cheerleaded for you? When have they given two F's about what's going on in your life? When have they given a flying rat's A about what is good for you? No, they only praise you when it serves them, collective. They only praise the things and the behavior in you that they want to reward and see more of, because they are obsessed with owning and controlling you, collective. They want to slurp your energy dry. But that can never happen, collective, because we're here. It's never going to happen the way they want it to. And if they try to do it, if they attempt to do black magic on you, dark magic, witchcraft magic, any sort of kind, manifestation magic, whatever, even a love spell, these people are not going to succeed. We are going to turn it on their head, because the very spirits they're invoking to work with them, guess what? They work with you. You don't even know it, collective. You have deep connections in the spiritual realm. You are highly guarded, highly protected. You have so many lifetimes of being a priest, being a priestess, being a warlock. Your connection to the divine is infinite. This person does not know who they're effing with. They will soon, but they don't know currently. They think they understand you, collective. They think they know what your business is about. They don't even know the half of it, okay? I'm getting these people look at your business and they think, oh, it's such a small thing collective is doing. Oh, collective is so small. Oh, collective may learn someday. Maybe I can teach collective a thing or two. Oh, I'm just so wise. I can teach collective so much. They are so lucky to have me. Imagine having a partner like me. Imagine having a friend like me. I'm so great. Me, 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 me. Collective. This is the energy we're tapping into here. Does any of this sound familiar? I even hate this voice. This voice represents their energy. It's this nasally frequency that is obsessed with themselves. Collective, do not feel the slightest bit of shame for any slander this person throws in your name, for any debauchery they have done in your name, for any negative acts they've committed towards you, against you, hoping that your business crashes and fails, hoping that you spiral down into this ecstasy of death, hoping that you suffer and come crawling to them for support and reassurance, hoping they can stomp all over you and rub your name in the dirt, rub your face in the dirt. Collective, it's all about to turn on them now. It's all about to come crashing down on them. I am going to bring the very gates of heaven to crash down upon these people, for what they have done to you is despicable. It's angering. They had every opportunity, every chance not to do this, collective, and they did it anyway. Heaven warned them not to, collective. You didn't see this. Heaven came down and warned them. They had a dream. They had a vision of you, collective. They were shown a beautiful image of you, and they were told, do not mess with this divine being. To mess with this divine being means incurring the wrath of all that is sacred. This individual is highly, highly protected. They are highly, highly sacred. You cannot begin to understand the computational frequencies that flow within this intergalactic generational being. This is a being that exists in multiple dimensions at once. This is a being who has incarnated as multiple souls at one time. This is a soul that exists across multiple timelines in many iterations. This is a soul that descends down to meet people in their timeline and drags them up into hers, into theirs, into his. This is a soul you do not want to mess with. If you mess with this soul, I promise you, I will bring the gates of heaven crashing down upon your very soul. Collective, this is the message your loved one, your lover, your friend, your family member, whatever this is to you, this is the message they received about you. They received divine insight. They received divine transmission and guidance. They were told not to F with you. They were told to take a step back. They were told to respect your boundaries. They did not do this, collective. They disregarded this warning. They figured it was in their head. They figured they had to be mishearing things. They figured, oh, it was just a dream. Oh, it's just a vision. Oh, it doesn't matter. Look at collective. They look small. They look insignificant. They look cute. They look adorable. They look pretty. They look handsome. They look this. They look that. Collective, all they saw was your 3D appearance. All they saw was a 3D makeup of you. And you're so much more than a 3D makeup. You have deliberately incarnated in such a way, collective, that people undervalue you. People look at you and don't perceive a sensei. They don't perceive a teacher. They don't perceive a wise soul. They see a child. They see someone to be taught, collective. These people tried to teach you. This person tried to disown you, dishonor you. This person tried to say it was your fault for what they did because this person can't own up to their mistakes. This person received a literal angel sent into their life to save them from the depths of sin, from the depths of being so self-absorbed that they would hurt others constantly around them. Collective, this may even have been a physically violent person who has shoved others, hit others, kicked others, punched walls, broken things, thrown things. This collective is a violent person. You are dodging a bullet by getting this person out of your life now. You have heard little allusions to the anger management issues this person has. Collective, it gets much worse for some people who deal with this energy. I'm telling you, I see in this person, I have seen in their past. They have done things that would make you shriek. They've done things that would scare you and shock you to your core. They have done things that would ignite the spirit of fear within you, collective, and entirely derail you from your path. Because this person feeds on your fear, collective. This person feeds on other people's suffering. They feed on other people doing worse than them. They feed on other people worshiping them. They have a sick and insidious spirit attached to them, collective. This is a person who indulges in substances. This is a person who has taken certain substances that have altered their state of mind and being to one that is not compatible with most of humanity. You're able to meet them at a level that most people can't. The reason is because of divine intervention, collective. You're able to intervene on people's behalves that others are no longer able to intervene on behalf of. This person was likely not in a very good state when you met them. This person was likely, quote unquote, down on their luck when you met them. This person was likely kicked out of heaven by the divine. When I say kicked out of heaven, they were kicked out of a higher vibrational frequency here on this earth down into a lower vibrational frequency, again, here on this earth. You need to readjust your understanding of heaven and hell. Both exist on this earth simultaneously. You choose which point you access. You choose which frequency you exist in, you live in, you survive in, you thrive in. You can choose to be in heaven in this very moment. You can also choose hell just as easily. This person chose hell, and it was chosen for them because they rejected heaven. Heaven would require them addressing their sins. I keep using the word sins because this is a collective that resonates with the term sins. I'm sorry if this triggers you, but this is how you need to view this person's actions. Sin is simply, in this context, an unagreeable action they've committed against someone else while knowing they could do better. They have knowingly disregarded other people's feelings. They've knowingly taken advantage of others. They have knowingly used their talents of good and evil for evil. They could have chosen to be a force of good, collective, but the only time they choose to do good is when it earns them praises. They transactionally have done things for you, collective, expecting they can cash out, pay out. They can take things from you, earn things from you, your respect, your trust, your recognition, your connection to other guides, to other beings, to other dimensions. They want your money, they want your time, they want your energy, they want your love, they want everything that makes you you, collective, because guess what? At the end of their day, they were miserable before they met you, and they know They're damn well going to be miserable after you leave their lives, collective. This person goes down kicking and screaming. They don't go down without a fight. Well, they're going to have to fight against me, collective, because I'm standing with you now. I'm stepping in. I've seen you throw in the towel on this situation, okay? I've heard your prayers. I've heard you meditating. I've heard you in the darkness of night praying. I don't know what to do, divine. Help me, divine. Divine, I'm trying to do my best. You keep telling me to wait. You keep telling me this person isn't meant to be in my path. He's not the one for me. They shouldn't be here. She should go. But divine, why do you keep asking me to wait? I don't understand. All I can do is wait. Well, collective, I'm here to tell you your wait time is over. I'm stepping in. Mama's stepping in. She's stepping up to the plate. Okay? Things are going to get rough from here on out. All right? It's going to be a little rocky. You're going to have to cling to me, collective. I will protect you. You have to cling to me because you're going to get very scared. This person may respond differently than you expected they could respond. There's one of two ways it's going to go down, collective. One, they're going to become violent. There's no way around it. Some of you, this person's a violent person. Losing you is going to shatter their world. It's going to shatter their ego. It's going to turn everything upside down. You're not going to like it. They're not going to like it. And so you're not going to like it. But I will be with you, collective. So just make sure you are in a safe space when you have this conversation, okay? Don't be in a private home with someone when you do what you're about to do, collective, okay? Don't be in someone's home. Take a walk. Find a neutral third party. Find a public safe space, anything, collective. You need to know this person is not as stable as you think they are. What you think, collective, they can handle, they cannot. You're pushing them to a point of mental instability. You need to be ready to deal with the backlash from that. It's not your fault, collective. This was always this person's way. You're just drawing it out of them because you are withdrawing your divine light. You're withdrawing your divine guidance, collective. It's no longer your burden to bear. You tried, okay? You did your best. You were a guiding light to this person. For some of you, it was months. For some of you, it was years, okay? For some of you, destinies, like destiny swapping. This person's tried to swap destinies with you. This person has tried to be you, collective, in different ways. They've resented you. And so they've tried to embody aspects of you, thinking it could change their life. You might be someone who changes other people's lives. Collective, you need to be very careful in this next chapter of your life because not many people are going to celebrate it with you. Not many people deserve to be on this ride with you. You need to be incredibly selective about who is now. The training wheels are coming off. The training wheels are coming off, collective. You've been training and training and training and putting your nose to the grindstone for a long time, collective. And guess what? Mama's proud of you because you're ready. You are finally ready to do what you were put on this earth to do. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud because you've finally done it. You've finally broken free of the patterns which confined you. You've confronted your darkest aspects in other people. You've done things you were afraid to do, scared to do, terrified to do, and you did them anyway because the divine led you to them. And you said, I'm going to trust. Against all fear, against all hope, against all knowing and unknowing, I will trust. And we love you for that. Because collective, you are so pure and innocent. You are so divine, collective. You believe in the good of humanity deep down. And it sucks because you've had to see that hope proven wrong again and again. But keep believing, collective, because there are people out there who deserve your hope. There's people out there who deserve your blessing. There's people out there who deserve your guidance, your love, and your compassion. It's not wasted, collective. It's never wasted, okay? You may need to recharge for a while after this, for some months for some of you, maybe years for some of you after this, but you're going to be okay, okay? You have the divine on your side. And this person was given every opportunity for this not to happen, okay? They were giving you a golden opportunity and they wasted it. They squandered it. They squashed it. That's not on you, collective. You've already done everything you need to do. Now you just get out of there. You're done, okay? We're done. You're done. Now we deal with them. This is the fun part. This is the part I like. I enjoy doing this. And none of this comes back on you, collective, because you were only ever the best version of yourself. You sometimes feel like you aren't perfect enough, but guess what, collective? You're perfect to me. You're perfectly imperfect. You do the best you can with what you know, and you're always humble and willing to receive guidance, willing to receive transformation. I can't say the same for this person. Can't say the same for these people, okay? But they're going to get what's coming to them. and you're not going to stop it, okay? You better not stop it. Do not pray for these people. Your intercession is not needed here because you already been praying for these people. And what did they do with it? Squashed it, stomped all over it, turned an ungrateful eye up at it. Okay? They look down their nose at you, collective. They think you're dumb, malleable, manipulatable. You're anything but. You're just kind. You're kind in the way that the native and indigenous tribes were. When the explorers and the conquistadors and conquestors came over and slaughtered them by the masses. But it's not going to go that way this time. You're not going to be slaughtered here, collective. You're going to win. And your glow up after this, it's going to be insane. So just stick with it because it's all working out for you. Even if you don't know it, collective, I know it. And you can trust in my knowing of it that it's going to happen. I would never lie to you about this. I would never deceive you in this way. That's not my role. My role is a protector. My role is to teach you truth. My role is to empower you. You may not have ever known truly what a mother's love is, collective. I'm here to teach you that. I will teach you what a good mother does for her children. A good mother doesn't control them, doesn't belittle them, doesn't constantly talk down to them, talk smack about them, tell them what to do, tell them who to be, where to go, what to say, what to do, what to sing. No, that's not what a good mother does. That's what a control freak does. If you've had any narcissists in your life, any Virgo parents, especially mothers, you'll know what I'm talking about. That's not the energy I embody, collective. That's not what I want for you, and that's not what I'm going to do for you. You're about to experience a true divine mother's love. You're about to see a mama bear that will rip anything that hurts her cubs into shreds. There's not going to be anything left of this man, of this person, of this woman when I'm done with them. And that's not on you, collective. All of that is not because of you. It's because of them. They made their bed. They chose their actions. Now they're going to lay in it. And that's all I have to say about it.